So we had a question about rental properties, LLCs, trusts, and sort of came down to how does this all work? I can get you to the bottom of that in just a moment. Before we do, though, please think about a close friend of yours going through a what if scenario that creeped into their lives, but they were fully prepared because you shared this video. We would appreciate it, as will your friend. I'm Valerie Zammitti, an estate planning attorney in New York and New Jersey, and we're here to educate everyone for free. So please drop your questions for us, and hopefully together we can help some folks along the way. Now, as you can see by the image I've created here, it's fairly simple as long as you stack the pieces in the right order. Now, we have many clients who have rental property. If they are already owned by an LLC, that's wonderful. If they're not, we usually suggest it for the liability protection. Essentially, an LLC will insulate your personal assets from any liabilities that occur at that rental property that are not otherwise covered by insurance or umbrella policy. What I would say to those who do not have an LLC already, if you have that rental property with lending on it, it can be a little trickier to get it to the LLC, and also considering mortgage rates, depending on the timing of that. You need to talk that through with your current carrier to see what they think. In my personal opinion, it shouldn't matter to the bank as much if the same owners are also the owners of that LLC. That may be complicated a little when we add the trust in, but it's really the same individuals. So, rental property owned by the LLC. So the LLC is on the title to the real property, and then you should have a bank account where you take in your rental property and pay bills for that property out of. Then, when you're doing your estate planning, okay, we're not just talking about liability protection on the business side and the rent for the rental property, but you add in the layer of protection via your trust. I'm not going to get into what type of trust you can use here because it can be multiple types, but the trust simply becomes the owner of the LLC. You're not going to change the title of the property to the trust because the LLC is the limited liability company that provides that insulation. It's just who the owners are underneath that LLC that will change. So if our clients come to us already with an LLC, it's our goal to change the operating agreement, the certificates of ownership, and make sure we're assigning the interests of the business from them as individuals, and using a revocable trust as an example, to them as the trustees under their revocable living trust. So again, you have your rental property owned by your LLC, and your trust owns that LLC. I hope that made sense to everybody and that you've learned something new here today and that you choose to share. It can help somebody for sure. Thank you so much and be well.